move on. 135 pounds. It doesn't slow down. We got a Section 5 and a Section 7 here. Jason DeBruin from Spencerport High School in Section 5 against Ron Douglas out of Peru High School in Section 7. Now, if you're a wrestling fan and you've come to these states, you know that Section 7 not often represented in the finals, but probably from Peru High School, you know he's probably going to be a good athlete. Good place to wrestle, but not an especially strong section overall. So the favorite would be Jason DeBruin, but that doesn't always mean anything, does it, John?
No, not at all. It's these kids get here and anything can happen.
Jason DeBruin, 43-0 this year. Fourth in the states last year at 126. While
43-0, that's incredible.
Yeah, and Ron Douglas, his opponent from Peru High School, Section 7, 105-20, 20-2 this year, 4-time Section 7 champ. So he has done well for himself. A little taller than his opponent, but DeBruin going to get two.
He's got the two.
Look
Nice.
at the point. See those toes up? He could have been out of bounds, but he got his supporting points, his feet up on his toes.
He's been in that position probably hundreds of times. Knows to keep his knees up.
Yeah, watch what happens when they go. If they go out of bounds, your supporting points are out. You won't get any points. Watch his toes. Watch what he does. He's on his knees, but watch. He knows, whoops, I got to get him up. And there, I'm in bounds. Great job by DeBruin.
2-1. DeBruin on top.
Yep. Gene Tracy, our official, by the way. Dave Warren, our assistant in this 135-pound match. DeBruin very quick behind, gets the 2 in the standing position. Didn't bring him to the mat, but was in control, so he gets the 2. Yes, he does. 4-1 now. So DeBruin out of Spencerport, Section 5. There's a school that's had some good wrestlers, Spencerport.
They have. Section 5 is always tough, but Spencerport is the heavyweight in that division.
That division, yep.
All of Rochester, actually.
Well, Section 5 was in second place, I believe. We can get a stalemate, as Gene Tracy calls it. We mentioned DeBruin, 43-0, 145-17 in his career. A senior. And Douglas also a senior from Section 7. Also plays soccer. A good look at Ron Douglas from the back there. He's a little taller than his opponent, and he gets a little shorter guy down on that leg right there.
Bruin really tough in there on that single leg. I like to see that. That's what if kids are watching this at home, we're going to watch it. You see how he takes it to the mat instead of trying to lift it? That's where you're getting all the trouble with the arms and the locks and the whizzers. Bring it right to the mat and get the 2 points more times than not.
DeBruin up with that takedown, as you said, John Janiak. 6-2 is the score. DeBruin on top in the score and in your picture. Kick through roll.
Nice roll, but
good recovery.
Into the green. The land of out of bounds.
Take a look at the replay here, and we'll see that kick through by Ron Douglas.
Douglas gets up. Nice roll, but guess what?
Yep. So Green takes down, which means Ron Douglas has a chance to score on the bottom with the escape, or then he's going to give him an escape. I figured he might do that, so they're back on their feet as Jason DeBruin, and then he comes in and gets the ankle.
Yeah, he's in deep again, but that precarious position right now, he's got to get his head out from the, there he does, yeah. Okay. Now he's back on that single. He's going to bring it up, bring it down. He's got a little different lock this time, though. He didn't have the, now he changes it up to a double, but he misses. DeBruin, that is, underneath in the purple.
Out of bounds. So DeBruin not able to finish that one off. A couple inches in height as Douglas taken down hard.
Should be back points too, yes.
So Ron Douglas gives up 2, but escapes being pinned there. He was in a compromised position for a couple of seconds. Gave up 3 points. So DeBruin up by 7 at this point. Go right out of bounds to the arms of Gene Tracy, sends him back to the middle. Let's see if he just puts that hand in the diamond and in the back and then says, okay, I'm letting him up. 10-4.
Oh, stepped out of bounds.
Nice try, though. He had him up, was trying to bring him back in as De Bruin is checked momentarily by Gene Tracy. Thought he might have had a bloody nose. Second period, you can see the time left, 40 seconds. Arm drag attempt by Douglas. Underneath.
And deep again, single leg. Works it to a double, steps through, nice, 2 points.
One of the things, one of the statistics we always talk about is when you're done with a match or your season, one of the things you always look at is takedowns, and I'm sure De Bruin has had more than his share. He looks like, and I think you'll find the guys that are most successful here are guys who are good on their feet and good at takedowns.
Oh, absolutely, because sometimes top and bottom, you get caught up in different locks you can't score. So on your feet is the name of the game, and that helps you in freestyle too, which a lot of these guys move on to.
So the Spencerport representative, Jason De Bruin from Section 5 on top 12-4, while Ron Douglas from Peru High School in Section 7 is going to enter the third period down by 8. And we take a look on the replay at the last takedown, John.
We've seen this. Here he goes in that single. He's going to change up to a double dale. He keeps driving. He steps across in between. He's got the leg lock. 2 points.
And we're back to live action. You're going to see that it's like a replay there of a replay.
That was a double leg tackle, though. It was just beautiful. He did that in this, early in the second period as well.
I believe he has 5 takedowns.
It sounds a lot worse than it is, too. It's a big thud. These guys aren't even heavyweights.
He lets him up, 14-5. Jason De Bruin, a guy who might throw his hat in that MOW ring.
Well, he looks great, I'll tell you.
He just kind of shrugs Ron Douglas by on the out of bounds.
Good look at him, stocky kid. Shoots in deep again.
Takedown, right up Douglas, but not before he gives up 2 points. So Ron Douglas will be in the referee's position, but for how long, who knows? There's the 16-5 is the score. Let him up. No.
He was going to, but
he decides I get some riding time. No, not riding time, but some time to let this go.
Well, you can relax a little bit.
Yeah,
at
right.
Top, you know, it's
right. Just do a little bit of riding.
Stay on your guard.
Yeah, you don't get any time for it like you do in college. You get no points for it, but it's a moot point anyway. He just went right back, got another takedown. It's about 7 he's had. Out of bounds, and De Bruin is up to 18-6.
Douglas is just talking to himself right now. He goes, I'm not wrestling that bad, and I'm getting the snarf beat out of me.
Yeah, right. You know, Ron Douglas doing a nice job, but in terms of being game, but Jason De Bruin just too much for him at this point. And Jason De Bruin should go to 44-0 if this pace continues this year. The senior. Then we'll go to 146-17. So for his career, Jason De Bruin, excellent on his feet. Doug Hartman, one of our associate producers, wrote the note, and he was right because he is excellent on his feet. Got away from that from Douglas. Looked like he was going to give up a takedown of his own.
Yeah, Douglas almost had 2 in the bag, and De Bruin says, no, I'm the guy that does the takedowns today.
18-7. And De Bruin keeps shooting. Douglas shoots. Out of bounds. 8 seconds left. So Jason De Bruin out of Spencerport High School is on track to become the New York State champ at 135 pounds. And last year he was 4th. This year he is 1st. Jason De Bruin defeats Ron Douglas from Peru High School to cop the 135-pound New York State Championship at 135 pounds. So Jason DeBruin from Spencerport, well-earned victory. And the fans, a lot of them from Rochester, applauding for DeBruin.